all your troubles in your bowl. Kick back and smile, smile, smile.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Nem's MRE. Today we have a very special ration. It's a French 24-hour menu 11, and this was really kindly sent to me by Michael at Micheal Green Reviews. So I will pop a link down below to his channel, and if you haven't already, go over and look at some of his videos and give him a like and subscribe. I sent him one and he sent me one of these in return, so it's really kind of him. So I'm looking forward to doing this, as it's my first French MRE. I've not done one before. I've watched a few on YouTube, not too sure on this one. I don't think I've seen this one, so this should be interesting. So we're going to go ahead and open it and see what we have. And also, I have a new knife today. This was a knife I bought from a website called DNA Leisure. It's in the UK. It's a Tac Force Tactical Rescue Outdoor. It's a I believe these are American knives, but obviously I bought it in the UK. It says here the fire department. It's pretty cool. It's got a glass breaker and a seatbelt cutter, and if you can see clearly, but it is a pinky colour. So yeah, this is the new knife. So I'll pop a link below for the knife for anybody in the UK that does want to buy it. They have, obviously, if you don't want a pink one, there's all different colours, all different styles, but this one was pretty cool and it flips. So let's go and get this open and see what we have. So again, like I said, I've not tried one of these, so don't really know what to expect. However, it is in English as well as French, which is good. Okay, so it's packaged well. Okay, let's see what we have here then. So, first of all, we have a packet of biscuits. It says the Army Campaign Biscuits. So maybe these are actually made for the army. Who knows? But that's actually a really big packet. That looks cool. Then we have a nugget with fruits. Now, I love nugget bars. If you look at any of my other videos, you'll see that I'm a big fan of nugget bars. Then we have a peach and apricot bar. And then we have a chocolate, some kind of chocolate bar here. This must be, yep, this is the heating kit, which I'm not going to use because I'm indoors. So that's pretty cool. It's all packaged nicely. Then we have the packet of muesli. Now it looks really nice packaging on all this. Although it looks very commercialised packaging, it doesn't look like it's you know, like the plain packets. These look like the kind of packets I suppose you'd find in a supermarket. So this is 100 grams, and this is with chocolate. So that should be all interesting. And all of these are in date as well, because it doesn't go out of date till 2020, I believe. And then we have some coffee. So is this an accessory pack, I assume? So let's have a look without piercing open everything. So yeah, it looks like there's 2 coffees, some tea, maybe some other tea. Not quite sure the flavour of these. I probably should have got my Google Translate. I think this is probably sugar. There's 2 of those. Then this is, I'm assuming that's salt and pepper, and that's really cool to see. Not a lot of rations have salt and pepper. And then, what do we have here? This is This looks like hot chocolate, which is also looks pretty cool. And again, nicely packaged. Okay, and then here, bon appetit. I have no idea. Maybe some kind of drink. Yep, I definitely should have got my Google Translate out because, oh, this might actually be soup. Might be soup. I'll have to double check that one. This is some kind of apricot sauce, jam, something like that. This is quite a lot of stuff in here. So this is a drink. This would be like an energy drink. Cute little packet of tissues. And this is cool because everything's in tins as well. There's actually a lot of food here. So it says Pate De Fruit. I don't know if that's a bar of some kind. Feels like it. And then another cafe bar. So maybe coffee flavoured energy bar. And then we have here, okay, what looks like rice pudding. I don't speak French, don't read French, but to me that looks like a rice pudding. And I'm sure I did read on the front of the box in English it had a milky pudding, so that's probably what that is. And then we have, again, no idea. We should have got the Google Translate. Okay, it's in a tin. And I'm going to guess it's something like tuna. I could be wrong. I will check that though. And then this one is risotto. Okay, so this is a risotto. I think this, oh yeah, this one was mushroom risotto. I think I remember now on the front of the box. Should preserve the shelf life as well. Tin stuff always seems to last better than packet stuff. And then I'm pretty sure this was beef and carrots, which almost can translate that without needing a translator. Again, packaged really nicely in a tin, so good shelf life. And then that's it in there. So we're going to go ahead and get started and see what we have. Okay guys, so off camera I mixed up my drinks as usual. Just saves a lot of time and hassle. First thing I did notice though is there's only one cold drink for the whole 24-hour period, and there is 5 hot drinks, 2 coffees and 2 teas, so I've only made 1 of each. However, I do believe that the tea that I made is some kind of herbal, maybe mint or green tea, the hot chocolate, and then a coffee which also didn't have a creamer, so no whitener, just a sachet of sugar in it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I think we will start with the breakfast first and then we will move on to some of the snacks. I have put the tins on in some water on a boil. I don't know how that's going to turn out, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Normally they're in packets, so it's a lot easier to do. So I'm going to do the cereal in my mess tin. So this is muesli and it says to add 100 grams of water. And this is a chocolate muesli, so let's see what we have. As you can see, it's 412 calories, so that's quite a lot for a breakfast. Okay, so I have my 100 ml of water. And I'm just going to give that a good mix. And then I think we'll leave it to stand for a few minutes to rehydrate. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to hydrate itself, I think we'll open some of the snack bars, as there's quite a few to get through here. So first one we have is the Pate De Fruit. So they seem packaged well. Okay, so this looks different. Wow, so this looks like it's almost a bit like, yeah, it's not really hard. It's got a kind of spongy feel, and it looks like crystallized jelly, a bit like Turkish Delight, if anyone's had Turkish Delight. That's what it looks like. It looks very sugarized on the outside. Smells fruity. That looks good. And then we have the cafe bar, so I'm assuming this is the coffee. Okay, this feels slimy to touch. This is like nothing I've ever seen. It looks kind of similar to a Nugget Bar. So again, another small bar there. It's very strong smell of coffee. Very strong. And then the Nugget Bar. Okay, so this looks good, looks fresh, with lots of fruits in it. That looks nice. And then we have the peach and apricot bar. Okay, so again, this is similar to the coffee one. A bit slimy to touch. Looks a bit like a nugget-ish bar. Kind of soft, it's not that hard. Okay, that looks cool. Then we have the 60% chocolate bar. Okay, so slightly discoloured a little bit. That normally doesn't affect chocolate too much. Still looks fresh, looks good. Wow, there's a lot of bars here. Okay, and then we have this big packet of biscuits, which I've just noted. There's 3 different biscuits. We have salted biscuits, cereal biscuits, and chocolate biscuits. So that's a nice selection that you get. And how lovely is this? Look how nicely packaged it is. So I think we'll take one of each flavour out. Okay, so that looks cool. They're packaged nicely. They're not in that strong foil packaging, so I don't know how well these would last after their best before. But they should definitely be okay at the moment, as it has an expiration date of 2020, I believe. So they were the cereal ones. The other one, so they're the salted, they're the cereal, and then these are the chocolate. And then obviously we had the sachet of jam, so maybe that can go on one of those crackers as well. Okay, so this looks a bit hydrated now. So on first looks, this looks pretty good. I like the idea of the chocolate chips. The water is, the powdered milk in it must have been like a chocolate flavoured milk as well. So it's turned the milk into some kind of chocolate. So this looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and take a bite. Smells like muesli. Pretty damn good. Very chocolatey. Fresh. Bit crunchier than muesli normally is, but I don't know if that's the chocolate chips, because the chocolate chips would be a little bit crunchy. But flavour wise, really good. Really fresh. No staleness. Just the right sweetness. Yeah, it's good, guys. Really nice. Thoroughly recommend that one. Okay, let's try some of this. This was the orange energy drink. I think it was orange, but it looks a bit like cold tea, iced tea, that kind of colour. So let's try. Okay, it doesn't really smell like orange. It does actually taste a bit like iced tea as well. I think it's apricot. Tastes a bit like apricot. It's nice though, it's refreshing. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, let's try some of this crackers. And also, I'm going to open this actually first, because I think, I did say I thought this was tuna, and again, I haven't got my phone next to me, so I haven't got my Google Translate, but I actually think this might be some kind of pate. Now, completely on guesswork here, But let's go ahead and open it anyway. What's the worst that can happen? Okay. Maybe I was right the first time round. I believe. Oh no. I think it's pate. Oh, I've not seen pate like that before. Is it meant to look like that? Probably. Probably just the fat substance on it. I think I've watched a lot of people do this and they say that it's really nice. Let me just smell it. Okay, so this must be some kind of fish pate because it smells a bit fishy. I'm not actually sure what it is. Pate or fish. Okay, let's have a look what it is. I don't like things like this in a tin with all that jelly substance on top. Doesn't look appealing. Right, it's definitely not tuna. It's not a smooth pate if it's pate either. So I'm going to go ahead and try some of this on a biscuit. I think this was the salted biscuit, so we'll try it on that because I don't think it would go nice with a sweet biscuit. I tried to pick a bit with not as much jelly on it. But yeah, let's try. So it definitely does smell fishy pate. Very nice. Looks were deceiving on that. That's actually really good. It is a pate. Maybe a liver. Chicken liver. I don't know. It's really good. And the biscuit's good. It's crunchy. It's crispy. So it's not soft or gone old. Good stuff. I'm going to have to get the Google Translate out after to see if I can try and find out what pate that is. Whatever it is, it's really, really nice. I enjoyed that. See, looks can to be deceiving, can't it? Because it just looks like kind of dog food when you open that. So, I was pleasantly surprised. Okay, so this was the cereal biscuit, and I think we'll try that with this. I'm pretty sure this is some kind of jam. Again, all guesswork here. If we get it wrong, we get it wrong. Okay, yeah. Definitely looks like some kind of marmalade, jam, apricot. Looks good. Let's go ahead and try. Doesn't have any smell really, nor does the biscuit. Okay, this biscuit was slightly harder than the other one. Doesn't have that much flavour, maybe a bit oaty, so hence why the breakfast cereal biscuit. And the jam didn't have that much flavour, which is a shame. Let's try again. Yeah, these biscuits are definitely harder. Not they taste, I don't know. It's not stale, but not really that fresh either, these ones. So it's obviously not the packet because the other ones are in there and they were okay. And the jam, it does taste like a marmalade, but very weak marmalade. It's not very strong, but however, it's still nice on the biscuit. So that's always handy, isn't it? So that's good. Okay, let's go ahead and try some of the drinks. So this was the hot chocolate. Very dark in colour and very strong smell of chocolate. Yep, that's good, but no sweetness at all. Just very bland chocolate. So that would definitely need your other sachet of sugar, which would mean then you wouldn't have one for your extra coffee. So maybe heads or tails on that one. And again, the coffee did not have a creamer, so it's just the coffee. So let's go ahead and try. It smells very strong. However, it's a nice cup of coffee. I put the 1 sachet of sugar in it. Could have still done with a little bit more in there. It's still not that great. Okay, normally I would take my tea bag out, but I can't find my spoon right now. So this was, I think, was some kind of herbal tea. Yeah, peppermint green tea, maybe peppermint. but really nice. Nice cup of tea. Very refreshing. Okay, so let's try some of these snacks while we're still waiting for the mains. So, as you can see, there's 5 bars here. There's a lot of snacks. So this was the Pate De Fruit. Like I said, it looks a bit like a Turkish delight. Or like a jelly sweet, sugared jelly sweet. So we're going to go ahead and try it. Okay, it's similar to Turkish delight, but softer. I'm trying to think. I have actually had something like this before. My nan used to have, they used to come in a tray like a box of chocolates, and there used to be these little jellied sweets in shapes, and they were covered in sugar, and they were like a soft, it was like a jam. Yeah, they're like a jam consistency, but obviously chewy, so it's got some kind of gelatine in it, but actually really nice, fresh, nice flavour. That's good. Okay, then we had this coffee one. Now this is really slimy. I need to be careful it's not going to slip out my hands. I'm not quite sure what this is, but let's try. Really smells strong coffee. I don't know how I'm meant to explain that one. You can taste coffee. I can't think what that consistency is. It's soft. Almost melts in your mouth, and it has some crunchy little bits in it. I mean, it's nice, but I don't know what to compare that to. I've not had anything in the UK that's like that, but it's good. Okay, let's try the other one of those. I think that was a apricot one, if I remember. So this looks like it's going to be the same consistency as the coffee one. Really nice. Full of flavours. You can taste the apricot or peach. That's delicious. But I have no idea what it is. It's super soft. Almost melts in your mouth, but then you have the little crunchy pieces in there. Just really nice. And obviously the outside is really slimy. Not quite sure what that is. Okay, and then let's try this Nugget Bar. So this was nugget with fruits. Smells nice. Has some kind of rice paper, I'm assuming, or I'm hoping, because I've just ate it. Really good. Fresh, full of flavour. Yummy. Really like that. And so many snacks. I think this is the most snacks I've had in a ration. And all really good tasting as well. Okay, then we have the chocolate bar. So let's just break a piece off. This smells similar to the chocolate that I got in the Lithuanian one, where us British would call it like a cheap chocolate. However, we'll go ahead and try. I don't think it's quite dark. Maybe it's dark chocolate. Definitely dark. Okay, so next we have the Bon Appetit, and I have no idea what was in it, but from the diagram, it looks like a soup. So we're going to go with soup. Bon Appetit doesn't mean soup. Pretty sure Bon Appetit means enjoy your food. So it looks like a soup. Looks like one of those sachets of, what they call it, stock? Yeah, stock. So some people's soup, they eat it like a stock, like a soup. So maybe that's what it is. Okay, while we leave that to sit for a couple of minutes, I'm just going to try the last biscuit that I didn't try, and this one was the chocolate biscuit. So this is also the first ration I've tried that doesn't have nuts of any kind. So no nuts, no wet wipes, and only one cold drink. However, the food is amazing in this one. So thank you again, Michael at Micheal Green Reviews. for sending me this ration. It's really, really good. Okay, so this was the chocolate biscuit. Okay, you can taste the chocolate. Very artificial tasting chocolate. But it tastes a bit stale. I know it's not stale because they're in date. But it's just not as crunchy as that first one that I tried with the pate. But never mind. You win some, you lose some, as Del Boy would say. Okay, so this is the soup. Let's go ahead and try this. Okay, it smells not bad. To me, it just tastes like stock. What stock? I don't know. Maybe a mixture of vegetable stock, beef stock, chicken stock, who knows. But it's not too bad. But as you can see, there's not much much in it. So there's some little circles of maybe some pasta, dried pasta, which are not soft, quite hard. Quite a lot of spices to it. You know what? I don't dislike it. It's actually nice. I could actually eat this. I think it's just the fault of not knowing what I'm eating, making me a bit reluctant. But it's pretty good. So far, this is one of my favourite rations. There's nothing I've not really liked. So let's hope that goes for the main courses too. Okay everyone, so we're on to the main courses. Now, I've just taken these out of the boiling pan of water and they are absolutely boiling to touch. So I may have to use my tea towel to open them. But I'm assuming it would have been the same even if I had done it on the fire thing. Okay. As there's nothing to guard it either, so it would have been just as hot on there too. Okay, it's actually really, really hot, guys. Should have probably been not so impatient and let it cool down first. But you know what us women are like. Just want everything now. Take note, men. Okay. So I don't want it to cool down too much either, because then I don't want the dish to go cold. Kids, don't try this at home. Okay, I think that's open enough that we can see what's... Maybe I don't need to take the whole thing off. Okay, so this looks a bit like rice pudding. Okay, it's got meat in there as well. I'm not a massive fan of mushrooms, so... It doesn't look too bad, guys. It certainly looks like risotto. Let's give this a smell. It smells good. I don't remember it saying it had meat, but it might have actually said it was pork. Did it say pork mushroom risotto? Yep, pork and mushroom risotto. So let's hope this is not too hot to bite this. There's actually a big piece of meat in there. So let's go ahead and try. Okay. It's boiling hot in temperature. So maybe I really should have waited for it to cool down a little bit. But it's actually really good. Let's try some more of this, because that meat was just quite a big piece of meat. So let's try this again. It's not bad. I'm going to try some salt and pepper, because I think maybe they don't salt their food. That's maybe why they put the salt and pepper in the ration in the first place. Okay, so some salt and some pepper. Looks nice. Pepper looks nice, smells nice. Okay. Let's try some now. So hot in temperature, guys. So definitely, if you can't use your heater, then you can definitely boil these in the hot water. Yep, really good. And definitely better with some salt and pepper. Yeah, I like that, guys. Really nice. And lots of meat in there as well. Maybe you can see properly because I didn't open the tin. And I can't really pick it up because it's too hot. But yep, that one's good. Okay, now secondly we have the beef and carrots. Again, I've done it off camera because it's so hot. And we're going to try and open this one. Wow. Why did I not wait? If you know the answer, comment below. That has to be my biggest downfall, is being impatient in life. I'm gonna have to probably do the same with this and just open it half. Wow, look at all that, guys. That looks good. Okay, so this looks good. It looks like a big layer of carrots and potato, and then I'm assuming the beef is underneath. So let's try and get a bit of everything. I'm not sure what the sauce this is. However, considering this is in a tin, this looks good. And if you poured that out, you'd probably never know. So I'm assuming this is a bit like a stew. What we would call in England a stew. So let's have a look what we've got. Yep, smells like stew. Beef stew. That is yummy. That melts in your mouth. That is so nice. Wow. The French have got it good in their army, military. Really good. That is delicious. So if you've not yet tried a French MRE, I thoroughly suggest you do. Okay, so last but not least, we have the rice pudding. Again, this is still really hot. Let's see if we can get away with not using the tea towel. So it's still hot, but I want to eat it hot, so we have to open it while it's hot. Let's So that's the only problem with these. Even if I'd heated it on the heater, they're going to be too hot to touch. So, and you're not going to really want it to go cold before you eat your food. Okay. So again, I don't think I'm going to be able to get the whole lid off. And I don't want it to start going everywhere. Wow. That looks like a creamy rice pudding, guys. When I was growing up, I hated rice pudding. Absolutely hated it. Same as I hated milk and eggs and anything along that line. And now as an adult, I can't get enough of all of those things. So your taste buds definitely do change as you grow. So this is rice pudding. It looks, yeah, it looks so creamy. It smells creamy. That's perfect. That is so good. Really nice and fresh. So creamy. That's delicious. In case you're wondering, these were on boil for about 10 or 15 minutes. And they are all burning hot. So be very careful if you are heating these up. But wow, this could have probably been eaten cold as well. But I love rice pudding hot or cold. But that was 110%. That's an 11 out of 10, that one. Brilliant. So, overall, the French ration is definitely a thumbs up from me. It is amazing. So much food, so much flavour, so much. It's just delicious. All of it was really delicious. Like I said, the crackers were a bit hit and miss. Take it or leave it. I'm not a massive biscuit fan anyway. But the main courses, the snack bars, the drinks, all really, really good. So there was no chewing gum with this one either, no nuts, no anything like that, but who cares? You'd forget about those things with this. And I'm actually excited to try a few more of these French ones, and I'm definitely going to try it. So again, thanks to Micheal at Micheal Green's Reviews. I will pop the links down below. Yeah, and until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Comment anything you need to down below. And until next time, over and out. Nems MRE.
All your troubles